A very good morning to one and all. Life is beautiful, isn't it? So, if we live this life with a style, it's going to be more meaningful. And if this life and this lifestyle, if it is lived with Ashtang Yoga way, Ashtang Yoga approach, I'm sure we are going to invite health, wellness, and fitness for lifetime. So, friends, today I'm going to share some information on what is Ashtang Yoga. Yoga is a way of life. Yoga is a way of right living. Yoga is self-discipline. Yoga is skill in your work. This is what I have learned through my chapters of Ashtang Yoga ladder. It's a very nice privilege to share the information of yoga today amongst you all. Yoga is being present at every moment. Yoga is maintaining balance at all levels of life, come what may. Not to choose the worst, but to choose the best and go ahead in life with the way the life comes. So, I'm going to share some information on lifestyle patterns which can help us to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Obesity is being discussed about everywhere. Is obesity a disease? Dis plus ease. So, ease is a concept of mind, right? So, how can we forget the mind if we are treating the body? And what does research say? Research क्या कहता है? Research भी कहता है कि lifestyle factors and stress and tension are the major causes of obesity. But there is a myth. अभी बहुत योग का मार्केट बहुत बड़ा चल रहा है and everyone talks about yoga for obesity reduction. That's a very big myth. Yoga is not for obesity reduction. Definitely yoga postures helps to improve your flexibility, helps to improve your muscle endurance. But definitely pranayama and meditation helps one to understand, prevent and reduce obesity factors. I have always thought about this. Zero figure with zero values in life, does it have any meaning? Yes, zero has a very big role to play, but zero does not make us body conscious. Same way, is it not important to reduce mental obesity rather than physical obesity and have a very pleasant personality? This is what I learned through Ashtang Yoga ladder. So my outlook for obesity is, obesity control is a culture of internal and external cleanliness, exercise, dietary control, mind regulation and rest. And that can only be achieved with self-esteem and self-worth. Lifestyle, what does psychoanalysis say? It's way of life, it is way of living, it is manner of living. Psychoanalysis has explained this since years together, but our great Bhagavad Gita has explained lifestyle into four main factors. You need to maintain and balance all these four factors if you really want to live a healthy and a fit lifestyle. Ahar, definitely is the food. Achar, the code of conduct, the prime element. Vichar, the thoughts. We are what we think. And finally, the vihar, the environment. So balance of all these four are required to have a very good, healthy lifestyle and which can take care of all these psychosomatic disorders which are prevailing in society today. So my belief for lifestyle is live life the way it comes. Life is beautiful. If we live this life with total acceptance, we are definitely going to be healthy and we are always going to be fit, we are going to be toned up and will take life in a very nice and easy way. So acceptance is what Ashtang Yoga explains. परिस्थिति का स्वीकार करके हम जीते हैं तो definitely हमारी life बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से हम जी सकते हैं. So healthy lifestyle is a blend of healthy body and a healthy mind. And definitely, fitness, the word fitness, which has been explained in Upanishads so many years back, that when the senses are stilled, when the mind is at rest, when the intellect wavers not, then the body is said to be in state of complete fitness. I have translated one of the sutras from Upanishad. WHO has also defined health as it's just not absence of disease, but it is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. Well-being is very, very important, and now WHO has come with the concept of wellness, and maybe the health is going to be thought of. And that's the reason wellness, if I'm talking about with an Ashtang Yoga approach, definitely it is going to focus more on the healthy way of outlook that we have for life. For healthy lifestyle, sound sleep is very, very important. 6 to 8 hours of sound sleep is a key element, because while we are having sound sleep, definitely body eliminates mental and physical toxins naturally, which we clean up every day in the morning. So it's very important to have sound sleep for a very healthy lifestyle. Are we thinking about all these postures, the sustained postures, the repetitive postures, the faulty postures? These postures have also been a very responsible factor for obesity, weight gain, lethargy, inactivity, and everything. And is it because of technology? Yes, technology has helped us, but we need to think about this aspect also. So we talk about good posture and bad posture. So what is good posture, bad posture? Definitely is beyond this topic, but definitely a good posture is an expression of our inner self. If the self is beautiful, the posture is going to be right, the posture is going to be correct. पर्सनैलिटी एंड लाइफस्टाइल, व्यक्तित्व के अंदर जो तत्व रहे हैं वो उसका व्यक्तित्व डिसाइड करता है. और psychoanalysis says people with weak ego, apathy, anxiety, people who are perfectionists, live with dependency, guilt, they always live with expectations. And when these expectations are not fulfilled, they live with rage. And this rage triggers abnormal autonomic activity. हमारी अजागृत चेता तंत्र है उसको ट्रिगर करता है, और यही सब कारण है मनोदैहिक रोगों के लिए. So personality has a very important role to play to govern our lifestyle. So psychoanalysis says either a person may reject the problem, may get obsessed with the problem, or may accept. Yoga says if a person lives with total acceptance, then definitely any type of lifestyle disorders can be taken care of, and one of them is obesity prevailing in society today. Our attitude and lifestyle. If everything happens the way we like, we are very happy. But if something goes wrong, we say life is ugly. So attitude also has a very important role to play. And above all, exercise. It is an asset to healthy lifestyle. But are we really aware of the meaning exercise? People have all types of misconceptions about exercise. लोग exercise को खाली हाथ पैर हिलाना, चलना, दौड़ना, swimming करना यही मानते हैं. But exercise literally means to unlock. X is out and R is a lock. To exercise means to unlock. अगर हम ये 6 डायमेंशंस हमारी लाइफ में से अनलॉक करेंगे, ये सब ताले खोलेंगे, डेफिनेटली वी आर गोइंग टू लीड अ वेरी गुड हेल्दी लाइफ एंड विल नॉट इन्वाइट एनी टाइप ऑफ साइकोसोमेटिक डिसऑर्डर्स, ऑफ विच ओबेसिटी इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ देम. लाइफस्टाइल इग्नोर हम करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली हम इलनेस को इन्वाइट करते हैं. पीपल, इट इज सेड, अवर अष्टांग योग एंड अवर उपनिषद्स हैव सेड, पीपल हु लिव विद द कंसेप्ट ऑफ आई, they are always ill. But people who can live with the concept of we are always well. So this is what, this all messages I have gained from the AshtangYoga ladder. So let us follow the holistic exercise. We need to feed all these 4 if we really want to take care of any type of health issues: the mind, the body, the spirit, and the emotions. So yoga is a holistic approach. It is a holistic care. It is blend of science and spirituality to enrich, empower, and nurture our self-esteem and self-image. What yoga is not? There's so much of myth going on today. Yoga is not a gymnastic or acrobatic skill. It is not a form of physical exercise which everyone is talking about. But yoga is a special type of exercise through mind regulation. It is a means to achieve positive health. It is not an alternative therapy. It is an adjunct therapy. Yoga is a way of life. हमें योग की लाइफस्टाइल से जीना है. इफ़ पीपल से कि योग करो डायबिटीज़ चला जाएगा, योग करो पोस्चर करेक्ट हो जाएगा, योग करो हाइपरटेंशन कम होगा, इट्स नॉट दैट वे. वन हैज़ टू अंडरस्टैंड the lifestyle, practice yoga, and go along with the healthcare approaches. Yoga is connectivity. Yoga is being happy at each and every moment. These are all the principles which I have summarized what Ashtang Yoga has to say. Asanas, tip of an iceberg story. It's only 10%. Rest, 90% is the within, which I really talked about, the mental, social, intellectual, spiritual, and moral aspect. Yoga to me as a physiotherapist is not to stand on one's head, but it is to stand on one feet, face life with all its pressures and tension, because yoga is self-discipline. And yoga is to convert our human potential energy into kinetic form. हमारे सब के अंदर इतनी सारी एनर्जी भरी पड़ी है, हमें उसको ही थोड़ा समझना है और उसको दिशा देनी है. वही मैं अष्टांग योग प्रिंसिपल से मैंने समझा है. So make yoga your nature. This is what I have learned, and my humble appeal to everyone also. So Ashtang Yoga talked about self thousands of years back, which the WHO is going to change it into wellness. So ये 7 or 8 dimensions जो समझाए गए हैं, वो एक हमारे पूरे स्वास्थ्य के लिए जिम्मेदार है. So this is what is Ashtang Yoga ladder. Okay, the first step is yam, that is social discipline. Second step is niyam, that is individual discipline, which are regulated by the mind. Third step is yoga posture, that is yogasana. Fourth step is yogic breathing, that is pranayam. Fifth step is sense withdrawal, pratyahar. Sixth is dharana, that is concentration. Dhyan is meditation, and finally samadhi is illumination. So everything depends on the mind and the spirit that we have. Body is very secondary as per as Ashtang Yoga principles. So first and second step of Ashtang Yoga ladder, yam and niyam, focuses on discipline. So when we talk of yam, they are external ethics. Okay, so if we talk about this Ashtang Yoga ladder, I just recall one song of very nice Hindi movie. जीवन में तू डरना नहीं, सर नीचा कभी करना नहीं, हिम्मत वाले को मरना नहीं. A very nice song. Our great spiritual guru Vivekanand has focused on nidarta, fearlessness. And who is fearless? Who stands by truth. And at the same time, all of us might have seen Munna Bhai series, right? Munna Bhai MBBS. See what can love, care, compassion do in a healing of a person. Same way, the second Munna Bhai series talked about, Lage Raho Munna Bhai explained about Gandhigiri, truth and non-violence. So even our great spiritual leaders, spiritual gurus have been inspired by this Ashtang Yoga ladder. And my experiment with truth, which Gandhiji has written, he also has focused that he was inspired a lot by Ashtang Yoga principles. So the first Ashtang Yoga principle is yam, which talks of ahimsa. Ahimsa in thought, speech and action. Satya, stand by truth. Asteya, non-stealing of anything. Brahmacharya is celibacy in thought, speech and action. And aparigraha is non-greediness. And niyam focuses on shauch. The word shauchala has come from this. Shauch is cleanliness. Mental cleanliness before physical cleanliness. Santosh is what we require in our life, contentment. Tapas, penance in thought, speech and action. Swadhyay, Swa-adhyay, self-introspection, and Ishwar Pranida. So, yam are for life and niyam are the rules for living. Third step is then the yogasana, the yoga posture. A firm foundation is must for the house to stand. So yoga posture, everyone is talking about the technical aspect, the bodily movements. What about the experiential aspect? So just for an example, Parvatasana, there are so many variations explained by so many people as Parvatasana. But what does a mountain convey? The experiential aspect. Mountain conveys stability. Mountain does not retain anything. Mountain always believes in giving. Mountain shows generosity. Mountain does not get affected by any types of hassles in life. This is what Parvatasana is all about. So Ashtang Yoga is focusing on all these aspects. Sthir Sukham Asanam, Prayatna Shaithilyam, Prasanna Chit, Anant Samaptibhyam. Then the fourth step is Pranayam. Pran and Shwas, they are two different aspects. Pran is the vital force of energy and Shwas is the breath. People are misunderstanding Pranayam as Swashayam. So how to regulate the Pran? Pran can be regulated by breathe in faith and breathe out fear. This is what the principle has to explain. So being aware about the breathing definitely can have a very good focused lifestyle and take care of so many disorders. So why breath awareness? Because it helps us to relax, be serene and poised at all levels of life. So self-discipline leads to good posture leads to good breathing. So the first and second step, self-discipline, good posture, and good breathing. The 4 steps. The 5th step is pratyahar, restraining the senses. Gandhi ji ने बहुत अच्छी तरह से ये समझा दिया है 3 बंदरों के द्वारा. So it is all that we need to have regulate. So regulating the food habits, it is not how much you eat and how much calories you put on. It is how you eat, when you eat, with what emotions you eat. And Ashtang Yoga says, if you can digest rage and anger, you can digest anything in life. And when I talk about exercise, spiritual exercise in form of introspection, definitely, then mental exercise in form of relaxation, physical exercise in form of yoga postures, the experiential aspect of yoga postures, and social exercise in form of communication. So there should always be do's and avoid rather than don'ts. So people need to be educated rather than being given blind instructions and prescriptions. Dharana is the sixth step, which is focusing on concentration. It is my body. I have to take responsibility of the body. I have to take charge of it. Why anyone should plan my diet? Why anyone should plan my exercise? But because I am not able to do, I take a guideline. So when I talk about dharana as a concentration approach, biological lifestyle needs to be followed. Always early to bed, early to rise is the key motto. And the advices should be free, frank, flexible always, and definitely abhyas. Ashtang Yoga focuses on abhyas. Coming to dhyan, that is meditation. Meditation is introspection. Meditation is taking responsibility. Meditation is to be focused in our life. Meditation is state of attention. Meditation is state of attention. So if we are focused, if we are disciplined, definitely we can take a charge of our own self. Dhyan hame apna khud ka rakhna hai. And that's what the whole Ashtang Yoga ladder has to explain, which eventually leads us to illumination. That is the eighth step, that is Samadhi, which we call it as a healthy lifestyle. To summarize Ashtang Yoga ladder, I would like to focus in a practical aspect, live with peace. 15 to 20 minutes of silence every day. We should sit and introspect our each and every day-to-day acts. Second is all our acts are done by the body. So body needs to be fit. It's a responsibility of my body to be fit, healthy, so that I can be useful to society. So physical care is important. So daily exercise, 15 to 20 minutes of daily exercise regime needs to be followed. The third step is abundant knowledge. The food for intellect is knowledge. Okay, so for knowledge we need to have good reading. Early awake, if we talk about the fourth factor, which I have simplified, is music. Food for the soul is music. Let us connect to the music and things go well, whether it is rap or Mika Singh or whether it is KL Saigal. Be connected to music always. Life nourishment. Here I don't mean only the vegetarian food or the non-vegetarian food. Food eaten with positive emotions have a very big role to play. Then early awakening. We are following a reverse clock today, but early awakening, jagya tyare sawar, better late than never. Okay, so this is the principle that we need to follow. Simplicity in thought, speech, and action. Simple living, high thinking. It's very easy to say, very difficult to follow. Spoken words acts like a tonic. They act like elixir. They can do wonders. 2 good words to a patient can do everything, which Munna Bhai has explained very well. And finally, sound sleep. And above all, character. Vivekanand ji has mentioned a lot about Charitra Nirman. So this is what I feel are the summary of the Ashtang Yoga ladder principles. But nourishers, we cannot forget. So happiness can only be achieved if we live with a feeling of gratitude, generosity, and sincerity. If we are at peace from within, we can spread the message of peace, because peace takes care of our respiratory system and it takes care of all the vital other systems of the body. Serenity. Serenity, saumyata jo kaha gaya hai, can only be achieved when you trade expectations for acceptance. We should learn to live with total acceptance of any situations, and I think so life becomes meaningful. And above all, laughter. Laughter is said to be the best health exercise. One who laughs lasts. So let us follow this tree of Ashtang Yoga ladder. The branches are wide, the roots are very deeply seated, and we can have such a nice blend of fruits like peace, joy, happiness, good healing, and what not we can achieve by practicing this Ashtang Yoga ladder. Please, yoga does not talk about body consciousness. Yoga talks about self-consciousness. And if we are self-conscious, definitely we'll be relaxed at every moment, at every time, and we can spread a very nice message in the society about being at ease, which can eliminate disease. So 5 principles: relaxation, exercise, breathing, diet, and positive thinking with meditation. So exercise spirituality, because spirituality is art, is a science of using our moral values of core compassion for healing of ourselves and others. Yoga is a living science, a way of life, and a journey to the self. So thank you so much. Thank you for the patient hearing.